the Canadians. They may be more polite than us Australians. We're pretty blunt. But I don't think they're necessarily more compassionate. I think they've just had leaders that said, if the community can be trusted and they want to do this, let's, as a government, work in partnership with them. I think that's the difference, not that suddenly we wake up and say, oh, Canadians in the queue of handing out compassion were at the front and Aussies at the back and we missed out and they got it. I don't think that at all. If it's worked so successfully in Canada, I'm sure it can work here. Yes, I do. One of the things that faith communities do is they create community. Community experience in often Australia, where community is being fragmented, is an organising centre, a powerful imagination centre for saying, how can we extend hospitality? So whether it's Muslim or Jewish or other faith communities, that same faith creating community is an organising principle. And I think there's a lot of potential for cross-faith organising around community sponsorship. It's the community that really is the glue for most good things that happen in Australia. Those community groups, self-organising, we call it civil society, are doing things government can never do. And community sponsorship totally fits that paradigm. It's the community, as we saw with Syrian refugees, saying, we want to be engaged. We actually will fundraise. We will sponsor. We will, out of our own resources and organising, do this. Yeah, this should never be cost shifting. This should be partnership. And the way to ensure that is to have additional places over and above the government's sponsored program. And those additional places are for community sponsorship. Communities who actually have natural ties, often in civil society, particularly church and faith communities with people beyond Australia, who get inspired, who raise the money, who organise, who welcome, who help house. If they are additional humanitarian places, then any risk of this just being a smoke and mirrors cost shifting by government, I think, is addressed. So learning English is pretty critical to success. And again, learning English is important to have a community of people who just want to practice conversation, who invite you around socially. Those informal classes where you just get practice are as important as any formal English classes. And that's what faith communities do. They're social networks. That includes sport and include a whole lot of recreations and include regular hospitality where you just get to converse. COVID has taught us our profound interdependence as humans. Because of the virus, because of our biological connection as a human race, anyone, anywhere with COVID still remains potentially a risk to all of us. And I think that's what the humanitarian spirit is. It's actually recognizing profound interdependence and saying that people who've fled persecution, who should be on our radar for humanitarian purposes, where we have the capacity of the community to actually step up and say, we want to do this. This should be the snap forward. This should become something that we go, of course, we can do this. That's my hope. Yeah, I'd encourage faith leaders to give the government comfort that they are serious about this, they are up for this, that the organisational resources in communities, which faith communities are part of civil society, should be trusted. A government that rightly would say, don't ask government to do for you what you can do for yourself, actually faith communities respond to that. They're saying, give us a chance. This goes to our convictions. We welcome this.